earlier on this year, we tested the brand new Cadillac Escalade. Here's a little recap. The entire vehicle is 8 inches longer than the outgoing Escalade. We have standard 22-inch wheels, also gets the power running boards. The entire board is lit up down below. The Platinum also comes with the adaptive air suspension, so this will lower itself for entry and exit heights. So here are those rear LED tail lamps. They are 3 feet long. You could probably squeeze 5 carry-on bags in the back here. With all the seats folded flat, you get a whopping 3,427 liters of cargo space. But I'm actually very impressed by how much room there is behind the third row. You get a 38-inch curved OLED screen in front of you. It gives you your prompts, so your distances, your arrows. Gotta love those power steps and the soft close doors. Brand new rear independent suspension. Because of that, we got more cargo room in behind the third row. Both engines are matched to a 10-speed automatic transmission, and both come standard with 4-wheel drive. In case you haven't watched the full video, I'll leave a link in the video description. We really go into a deep dive with that new Escalade. Well, today we have the Escalade back. However, it's a little bit different. First of all, the first one was the luxury trim. This is the sport trim. This is the Platinum Sport model here. So you'll see the grille is different. We have a black mesh grille, and there's a lot more black accents on here where there'd be chrome. Otherwise, you still get the 22-inch wheels. You get the power running boards. You get the soft closed doors, all the goodness of the luxury you get on this Sport Platinum as well. There are a couple other differences with this particular one though. This one is equipped with Cadillac's Super Cruise semi-autonomous driving system. We're going to test that out, and here's one big difference. Take the key fob, use our remote start. Do you hear that? That is the turbo diesel engine in this brand new Cadillac. So we're gonna test it out, see what kind of mileage we get. We're gonna test out that Super Cruise system. But first things first, we gotta get inside because it's 40 degrees Celsius out here and I'm seriously melting. We're all loaded up. We are going boating in the new Escalade. We've got 5 people in here. Now, one thing that we've noticed on this new Escalade, is not noticed, but one thing you should know is that this is available in either a bench seat for the second row, or you can get buckets. So the bench seat we've got right here, it's really handy because we have anti-cookie in the middle there. We don't have to even actually put that third row down or up. And we've loaded up pretty good actually behind the third row. So plenty of room in this full-size SUV for sure. So this is the diesel. You heard it at the beginning. It's very quiet. There is a little bit more vibration, kind of a little bit more than the 6.2 liter V8 engine. We have auto stop start that it's activated right now. Here you go. When it comes on, you can feel it a little bit, but it's a torque. Amazing torque, 460 foot-pounds of torque, and that's the same as the 6.2 liter V8. However, horsepower is down. You get 277 horsepower, but you really don't notice it. And the beauty of it is this can tow up to 8,000 pounds, so you really can have your cake and eat it. You get a lot of passenger capacity, a lot of cargo capacity, all the luxurious amenities, an excellent ride with the rear independent suspension, as we mentioned in the first review. You gotta love this torque. And the best thing about diesel is fuel economy. With the price of fuel these days, you wanna eke out every mile you can get out of a big SUV like this, which normally does not get really good fuel economy. However, this diesel is rated at 12 liters per 100K in the city and 8.9 on the highway. That's from this 3-liter turbo diesel engine. That is just barely over what the XT4 all-wheel drive gets, and that's a 4-cylinder and has nowhere near the capacity of this. So it's such a huge bargain to be able to get that many miles out of a tank, which you can go over 1,000 kilometers per tank in highway driving with this big bad beast. So what kind of premium do you have to pay to get the Durmax diesel engine? Zero. it is the exact same price. You can choose either the 6.2 liter V8 or the diesel engine, and there's no extra cost. Same as the bench seat and the buckets, by the way. So our next test, we got to test out this Super Cruise system. For this portion of the video, I'm alone. The girls didn't want to join in. It's so funny. You know what? By the time that they are able to drive, they probably won't need to drive. I said, hey, you want to come with Daddy and film a car that drives itself? They're like, nah. You know, so it's kind of funny the age that they're at right now. So this new Escalade is equipped with the Super Cruise system. If you're not familiar with this system, it is a full hands-free system. As you can see right now, we have a illuminated green light on the top of the steering wheel. We are on a highway which has been mapped by General Motors already. It's using sensors all around and cameras. It has a sensor in the middle here that senses if you are paying attention or not. If you block that sensor or if you look away for an extended period, right there, I just looked away, it says disengaging. So it will disengage if it senses that you are not paying attention. So I'm going to do a full separate video for those people that want to learn more or know more in depth of the Super Cruise system. But yeah, it's very, very simple, and it is completely hands-free. There are some parameters that have to be met with it, but we'll cover that in the next video. So what do I think? My final thoughts of this new Escalade. I said it before, you know, if you're looking for a full-size solution with all the bling and luxury and all the technology, I love the screen. Everything is easy to use on here. I love the bench seat in the back. There's lots of room behind the second row and behind the third row. And of course, it's very capable for towing. So if you have a big trailer, camper, boat, it'll do it all. It will tow that. And for the diesel option, I have to say, I love it. I love the fact that it doesn't cost any extra. There's no premium to get the diesel engine over the 6.2 liter V8. You get the same amount of torque, you get the same towing capacity. The power is down, but you really don't notice it because you have all that torque. So passing power is great. You're not driving a sports car anyways. Torque is king when you're talking a full-size SUV like this. And there really is not much compromise other than the horsepower. There at startup, there's a little plume of white smoke. It lasts for about 2 seconds. Other than that, there's zero smell. No smell whatsoever, and I'm super sensitive to diesel smell. It makes me very, very nauseous. I tried to smell it. It's non-existent on this vehicle. I mentioned there is a little bit of a rattle, you know, the diesel sound, but nothing like what diesel engines used to be like at all. And yeah, and of course the fuel economy. If that's important to you, which it should be when you're driving something like this, which doesn't get very good fuel economy, and when you can get under 9 liters per 100K on the highway with this thing, that's pretty amazing. That's less than what we get with our Highlander hybrid. And it's nowhere near the size of this big, huge Escalade. The only thing is, maybe you might not have regular access to a diesel filling station. Depends on where you live. If that's the case, then of course gasoline is going to be your option. But if you can fill up with diesel and you don't mind a little bit of a rattle, I would highly recommend getting this diesel Escalade. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to watch that first video that we did. If you haven't already, I'll leave a link in the description. We'll see you in the next review. Cheers.